Hello, I'm Bukola Joseph. So I'm here to prepare you on the graphing aspect. Okay, I know most students find it difficult to do graph these days. Okay, by now you know that um, graphing is an important aspect when it comes to physics practical. Okay, so we're expecting two questions under mechanics. Either you are going to be expecting to balance a meter rule. You are given two masses and you're expected to balance a meter rule. Okay, that's equilibrium of forces, moment of force. A question is coming out from there, or Hooke's law, experiment on Hooke's law, where you have to use Elica spring. Okay, but that's by the way. Let's start with the first prediction, which is the one that has to do with equilibrium of forces. Okay, so I have this supposing the experiments have been performed. You have these parameters. You have mass. You'll be given slotted masses of slotted masses like 30, maybe they'll give you 10, 20, 20, 20, 20. So you have to manipulate to have 30, 40, 50 grams, 60 grams, 70 grams, and then when you perform the experiment, you find your D. Okay, and this is your D. Okay, this is what you have as your D if you perform this experiment. Not exactly what you have on the board, but something like this. Okay, now in physics practical, you are expected to put your readings. Okay, whatever reading you have, you put them in two decimal places. Okay, if you do evaluation, like what you have here is an evaluation. Okay, if it is an evaluation should be in three significant figure or four decimal places. Three significant figure or four decimal places. I hope you know the difference between significant figure and four decimal places. Okay, so now this is an evaluation, and that's why you are seeing it 1, 2, 3, 4, four decimal places, three significant figure. Okay, so now we want to talk about the graphing. Like on this question, you are expected to plot a graph of mg on the vertical, right? And then this D inverse on the horizontal. Okay? Oh, you're not seeing what I'm doing. I just wrote what I said. Okay? You are plotting a graph of mg on the vertical and D inverse on the horizontal. Okay? So let's come back to this question. Now, if you look at what we are going to make this as easy as possible. Okay, to make the graphing simple, we have to what, make it as simple as possible. The first thing you should do, you go to your graph sheet. This is my graph sheet, though this is not the right place to put this information, but I have to do this. So we are going to bring out our information here, what we want to use to come to where your graph is. You bring it out, copy this information. It's your own information. It's not for the examiner, for you to make your graphing easy. Okay, so we have this. I have copied this 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 against what? D inverse. We're plotting against D inverse. So we have my D inverse, okay? In centimeter inverse, okay? What is my D inverse? So I want to make the graphing easier. So I don't want to plot it this way. You can plot in two decimal places, but I want to make it as simple as possible. So we are going to use standard form method to plot. We convert this information to standard form. So we have 3.0, 3.0, okay? By converting it to standard form, okay? This is going to be 1, 3.1. So we have 3.1 times 10 raised to the power minus 2. Okay, this is converted towards standard form. I believe you know what standard form is all about. So let's convert this one to standard form. It will now be what? 4.1. This will be what? 4.1 times 10 raised to the power minus 2. This will be what? 5.1. I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. Okay, this becomes 5.1 times 10 raised to the power minus 2. This becomes, it's not up to 5, so it's going to be 1. So we'll have 6.2 because this is up to 5. So we have what? 6.2 times 10 raised to the power minus 2. This, we're converting this to standard form, that's 0.0718. We have what? 7.2, because this is more than 5. It's 5 and above. We have, this becomes 2. We have 7.2 times 10 raised to the power minus 2. Okay, now this d inverse is gotten from here. When you have an inverse, it means 1 over d. D inverse is the same thing as 1 over d. And we have d here. What is d? D is 32.50. So we have 1 divided by 22.50. You have this. 1 divided by 24.38. You have this. And so let's go to graphing before we run out of time. So the first thing we'll do is to please, the time is already against me. I'm Bukola Joseph, the physics enthusiast. Please check out the next video for the graphing. Please, I beg you, check the next video for the graphing, because time is already gone. I don't want to start the graphing halfway and then we'll cut, because this is TikTok. The maximum is 10 minutes. So please check out the next video for the graphing. I'm still Bukola Joseph, the physics enthusiast. Bye.